Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Saturday the 24th of September. Well, I've got I think I've backed everything in every single race. Well, that's what it feels like. It must have taken me 20 minutes to put all these bets on. Well, in my opinion, betting is all about a Saturday. Maybe a bit of a Sunday, but I love the Saturday. The buzz, the 3 o'clock kickoffs, the horse racing. So let's get into it. And I've made a mistake already. What I've done is I put a deposit cap on my Sky Bet account. So what I did, I withdrew the winnings, and then I went to put today's bet on, and now I can't put it on because it was a low deposit cap. So the theme of the bet is on the basically I picked 10 horses. I shall go through here very shortly the selections, but it's all about getting as many places as you can for that race. So generally, it normally is Sky Bet. Maybe you've got a Bet 365. Maybe they're offering plenty of places. But it's all about getting your selection in the place. They are big prices, and I've had a lucky 15, and I've had many lucky 15s. And I shall talk you through it, but I shall talk you through the football bet first. So the football bet is a £10 over 2.5 goals treble, a £3 over 3.5 goals treble, and a £2 over 4.5 goals treble. So as you can see on the right hand side, it says tomorrow because I've put them on already. So £10 treble over 2.5 goals in the Northampton match, the Bristol Rovers match, and the Crewe match. Bristol Rovers are in League One. Northampton and Crewe are in League Two. All you need to do is select those matches over 2.5 goals. I did £10. Do what stake you think, and I put the bet on. The next one, as you can see, exactly the same teams, all over 3.5 goals to £3, £117 return. And finally, the big one, over 4.5 goals, the same teams, £2 treble, and potential return of 577. Don't worry about 577. That's one of the smallest returns or possible returns. Don't forget, plenty of early goals. You might have the chance of cashing out early. Do what you think is best for yourself. Right, so that's £15. Just give me a second. 28. I do believe the horse racing is as much as 48. So obviously, for some of you aren't interested in putting that amount on. Lessen the stakes. What I do try and ask you to do is, unless it's completely up to you, put smaller stakes on, but try and follow the same bet. But as I'm about to say, this bet is a pain in the backside to put on. I will list it in the description below to make it easier to understand, because it's so easy to make mistakes, and sometimes it can take up to about 10 minutes to put it on. If you don't want to, that's fine. The problem is though, and I'm not saying I will, if I bring the house down, I want to bring the house down with the subscribers. Don't get me wrong, there could be a very good chance that none of the selections even come place. They might all come last. But I do really like these selections. They are based on draw bias, previous draw bias, where it's been against them, running over the wrong distance. Well, that could be long, yeah. I'm looking at the trainers, and well, that's basically it really. And well handicapped horses, pretty much how I describe how I select them in the description. So I'm going to get onto it. These are on Betfair. It's an absolute nightmare. So Betfair. Here we go. This is the main bet. These are 4 horses that I think have got an excellent chance of winning. Probably the most unlikely, in my opinion, to win is probably Auditor, but all these 4 horses are selected out of the 10 I originally chose as the more likely or likeliest to win. So it's a 40p each way lucky 15, and you'll have to work this bit out for yourself because I can't. It doesn't tell you the stake. So what I've had is I've had a 40p each way lucky 15. I've had the same horses in each way doubles 2. and that comes to £3. So if you keep typing your stake in until it comes to £3, if that's what you want, you'll know what stake I've added to. 12. I believe that's 25p each way doubles. The trebles, obviously the same horses, because I put it on all at once. That comes to £4 each way trebles does. And that looks like it's 50p each way trebles. And then I've also had a £1 each way accumulator, or fourfold if you want to call it, the same horses. I put it on all at the same time. It's just that if all four win, or all four place, it just bumps the money up. I've had no extra singles, I've left it at that. So, scroll back up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read these off my sheet of paper. So these are the 10 horses in total that I am backing. So in the 2 at Haydock, Auditor. In the 240 at Haydock, Sunday Sovereign. In the 3:15 at Haydock, Hyperfocus. In the 5 o'clock at Haydock, Vanity Fair. In the 3:40 at Newmarket, Jimmi Hendrix. In the 2:35 at Ripon, Racing Demon. In the 3:10 at Ripon, Harrogate. In the 3:48 at Ripon, Mark's Choice. And in the 5:33 at Ripon, Luciabelle. And what I've done is, all those selections are represented in 7 lucky 15s. Each horse is represented 4 times. As I said, I will explain it in the description below. If you don't understand it, rather than ask questions, because it's hard to explain, put your own bets on with the selections I've given. So, apologies for the confusion. It would have been so much easier with Sky Bet, because I could have scrolled down. This is far more complicated on Betfair. So, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters. Oh, sorry. Friday's bets. Well, we had a non-runner, unfortunately. I honestly thought we'd got 4th place. I don't know if everybody else thought that. With, yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called now. Was it not? It wasn't Flamboyant. Was it Flamboyant? Something like that. I thought that horse should never have been held up at the back. I know it was trying a new trip. It was Mark Johnston's. It was one of the longest striding horses that ran in that race that I saw in previous runs. That horse, in my opinion, should have been no worse than mid-division. It was held up last. It looked very green. It was hanging, but all the rest were too busy fighting. And then the other one, the first one won, which were fantastic. But it got the pulse racing for a bit. But unfortunately, the last one was an on-runner, and the second one came 5th by a short head when it only paid out on the first 4. So they're the bets for Saturday. Fingers crossed. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.